Hello everybody, welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Nimmi. I hope you all are doing well. This week's card is the Hangman. So, Hangman is the 12th card in Tarot. So this has the energy of both Magician, the High Priestess, and also the Empress. So we will talk about that later on. So yes, and this is ruled by the planet Neptune, and the zodiac sign is Pisces. Neptune is all about illusions, imaginations, dreams, everything dreams are made of. And Pisces, both Neptune and Pisces is about our intuition, subconscious. So that's what this energy represents. So this has to do with intuition. There is a halo around his head. So this indicates enlightenment and awakening, spiritual knowing, spiritual wisdom, and deep insights, knowledge, and psychic awareness and intuition. So that's what this energy is represent. However, when this card appears in a reading, this reminds the person to pause, slow down, take a break, and if they are coming across, if there is a situation that they are confused about, or if they are trying to make some important decisions, this reminds them to not rush through things. Instead, take time to really understand what this is all about, pay attention to the details. And if they are not sure about things, then it asks the querent to hold off on making important decisions, and maybe it's not a good time to make important decisions. So it's important to take time to understand understand the details. So yes, when this card whenever this appears in a reading, it could also be mean that the person is coming across some obstacles, some delays. That could also be happening for a reason. So this reminds the person not to force things, not to push through things. Instead, if they are coming across some delays, that is for a good reason. So that is, take that time, take it as an opportunity to reevaluate things, reassess things before moving forward. So it could be that they are coming across a, this could be a turning point. This is a major arcana, right? So this could be a turning point in their life. They may not know what lies ahead of them, what they can expect. So so this energy reminds them it's okay, be okay with the uncertainty, be okay with it's okay to be confused about things, right? It's just that when we are confused, we don't want to make important decisions. So that is a sign to pause, reflect on things, and take time to understand things properly. Make sure that make sure that we have the right information, things like that. So that is important. So that's what this energy represents. Or it could also be that, when this appears, it could also be that the person is feeling a sense of feeling restricted. It could be that they want to move forward in their life, they want to do several things, but there is a sense of not knowing what to do. Or it could be that they are coming across obstacles, or it's like something is holding them back. So if that is the case, again, it's all about, when this card appears in a reading, this encourages the querent to do some much needed, contemplate on things, reflect on things. So, and ask themselves, what is this about? What is holding you back? That is an important question we can ask ourselves whenever we feel restricted, whenever we feel like something is holding us back. So yes, so it could be their fear. It could be that they want to be sure about things. They how they want to control the outcome, maybe. Or it could just be fear of failure, fear of losing something, fear of it could also be perfectionist tendency, something like that. So when we reflect on things, then only we will understand what is it that we are afraid of and what is holding us back. And so yeah, this is all about taking the time to reflect on things, contemplation, introspection, paying attention to the details, and also and it also reminds the parent that it's not a good time to make important decisions. It's important to take time and in order to make sure that they have the right information, they are making the right decisions. So on the other hand, from a spiritual perspective, hangman has to do with letting go. This has to do with letting go of what's so it could be something, it may have something to do with our own beliefs. Again, fear, limited, self-limiting beliefs, things like that, patterns, thoughts, ideas about things. So it could be internal. So this could be, when this appears in a reading, this means that the person is going through a transition. They are looking at their own experiences, their own past experiences, and it's helping them understand themselves better, and their own patterns, and also they are seeing a situation differently. So whenever this appears in a reading, this means a new perspective. The person is coming from a new perspective. They are seeing themselves differently, their past experiences, or it could be a particular situation that they are coming across. It could be people in their lives, their relationships, things like that. So that is helping them let go of patterns, beliefs, ideas about things, preconceptions, things like that, and that is helping them come into a new understanding, gain a this is like a new vision for their life emerging. So yeah, a new vision, new perspectives, new way of doing things, approaching, a new attitude, a new approach to the situations they are coming across. It could be everyday situations, or how they are seeing their life and what is possible for them. So yeah, from a spiritual perspective, this has to do with clarity, enlightenment. It could be, again, something deep, which could mean moving in a totally different direction, pursuing something they haven't considered before, and living their life in a in alignment with, making choices and taking decisions that are in alignment with their true purpose in life, something that is deeply fulfilling and satisfying. So a new vision. So yeah, and this also has to do with self-sacrifice. So by that, what I mean is, when this appears in a reading, this could mean that the person is sacrificing their own wants and needs, and they are putting something else or someone else before their own, um, before themselves. So this could mean, people in their lives, people they love, and relationships, or it could be a greater purpose, something, maybe they, something that is deeply fulfilling for them, a cause they are working for, or it could be whatever it is that's important for them. Uh, so this could mean, yes, um, something else is more important, and their wants, their needs, what's comfortable for them, everything is taking a back seat. So yes, sacrificing something for a greater cause. Or it could be a temporary, it could be a temporary pause. So it could be that there are certain things they need to do. However, um, there is greater reward waiting for them. So they may know what it's all about, or they may not know. Maybe they are going through a phase in their life where they have to do certain things which they may not feel comfortable with. So they are letting go of their own ideas about things, how they want certain things to turn out and things like that. However, after this phase, when they you know they are in this period of transition, however, on the other side there is something greater waiting for them, something that's much more fulfilling and satisfying. So yeah, going through a transition. So Hangman is the 12th card in tarot, and this has the energy of both Magician, High Priestess, and also the Empress. Magician is the number 1 card, and High Priestess is the 2nd card in tarot, and Empress is the 3rd card in tarot. So 1, 2, and 3, and that is number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So this has the energy of all these cards. So Magician, as we all know, is all about focus, dedication, commitment, clarity, knowing what we want, and taking action. This is an action oriented card. And self confidence, belief in our vision, what we are trying to achieve and accomplish, and confidence, and going for whatever it is that we want, single-mindedly focusing on a particular goal. And High Priestess again has to do with a transition phase, which is what Hangman is also about. So High Priestess is about the known and the unknown. Certain things are clear and certain things are in the dark. But this is about waiting. This has to do with patience. Both these cards has to do with, yes, hanging on to things, waiting and having patience, and letting things unfold, letting things take its own time. Yes. So High Priestess is ruled by the moon, and Hangman is ruled by the sign Pisces, and the planet is Neptune. So both has to do with uncertainty, illusions. It could be illusions, it could be being unsure about things, being in between, being in that in-between stage, and having patience. However, Empress, this is the result, right? So this is a transition phase. However, when we are, like I said in the beginning, when we are not sure about things, when we don't have the right information, when we don't know which path to take, it's important. Confusion is okay. It's just that when we are confused about things, we don't want to rush to make decisions. We don't want to make impulsive decisions, right? And this also has to do with patience. This is telling ourselves, yes, I don't know, but something amazing um, is right around the corner, and that's what the Empress energy is. So this is coming from that uh, faith, that from the coming from that place of faith and trusting ourselves, trusting, having trust in the wisdom of the universe, that greater power, that regardless of what's going on in our life, things are always moving in the right direction. So yes, this is again waiting, this is doing what we can and trusting ourselves, our intuition, and uh, you know this also has to do with spiritual practice. It could be anything. I always say, spiritual practice is anything that helps center our energy, that help us ground our energy, um, and create that sense of balance in our life. It could be anything. It could be creativity, it could be um, you know arts, painting, music, nature, or reading, knitting. So whatever help us, um, you know, um, rest our mind, relax our mind, and center and balance our energies is a spiritual practice. It could also be going on a retreat, meditation, yoga, something like that. So with both these energies, it reminds the person to remain flexible. That is that is extremely important when these cards appears in a reading. This could mean, when I said remain flexible, what I meant is they might have to let go of their own ideas about things, right? They might have to sacrifice comfort, their own needs and wants, and um, this also has to do with learning, listening deeply, and learning, and coming up with new way of doing things. It could be listening to the people around, or learning something new and coming up with a totally new way of doing things like that. And that doesn't always feel comfortable when we have been doing things in a certain way all these years. Letting go of our own those ideas about things, and it's not easy, right? So however, this is all about, again, trusting that this is happening for a reason. They are and there is you know um, in order to achieve something that they have never achieved before, in order to um, in order to find solutions, in order to get new results, they have to do something differently. Right? I mean, we all have to do something differently in order to get different results. If we are doing things in the same way, same fashion, we expect different results, that's not possible. Right? So this is about remaining flexible, letting go of some of our own ideas, concepts, and perspectives about things, and coming from a totally new understanding, a new vision, and then this is the result. So Empress has to do with abundance, prosperity. This has to do with growth. And so when this phase is over, this is all about sowing seeds. From a spiritual perspective, learning, when we are learning something, we are actually sowing new seeds. And um, yes, so this is again, having patience and knowing that the seed will germinate. It's all about nurturing. It could be our own, it could be our daily task, maybe there are certain things we need to do, or it could be a particular goal we are going for, or it could be going back to school in order to learn something. So taking a back seat in order to gain a deeper understanding, deeper knowledge, right? But then that is for a reason. And this is all of this. Yes, again, this has to do with nurturing, giving. If this has to do with a goal or something like that, this is about uh, you know giving it what it needs, commitment, dedication, consistency, things like. But even when things are not, even when things doesn't feel comfortable, this is about knowing that when the thing is, when we are working, when there is a greater purpose, right? When we are working towards something that's greater than us, bigger than us, then the struggle doesn't feel like a struggle, right? Then it's all about coming from you know that sense of passion, because we are doing something that is bigger than us, a greater goal, a greater cause. Then whatever we have to do, whatever we need to do, it doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like a struggle. That So whatever, all the tasks, everything, all the efforts, everything, just it, everything, that all the work, it energizes us, right? It gives us energy, and it makes us more passionate about our vision, our goal, things like that. So it doesn't feel like a struggle. So yes, Empress, the result. Empress is all about growth. This has to do with, again, nurturing energy. So it could be the people in our life, it could be whatever is important for us, it could be a goal, it could be our health, something that's important for us. So this is about giving it the much needed attention. And yes, and again, this also has to do with creativity, intuition, rest, relaxation, waiting, but abundance, also abundance and prosperity in all forms. Not abundance is not just about money, it also has to do with an appreciation for the beauty that's all around us, right? It could be nature, again. So when we can see the beauty, when we can see the magic in life, and all the little things that happens during the day, it could be nature, it could be sun on our face, that feeling, or it could be you know appreciating someone's kind words, things like that. This is abundant energy, and when we take that time to notice and appreciate these things, that makes us abundant. That's an abundant life. So that's what Empress is also is all about. And again, this also has to do with health, spending time in nature, surrounding ourselves with beautiful things, appreciating the beauty that is already around us, the people we love, people we care for, self-love, self-care, things like that. So growth in all areas of life, and yes, career success, whatever it means for you. So it's subjective, right? Success means different to different people. So whatever success means for you, This is the energy of success, abundance, and prosperity. So, yes, so whenever a hangman appears in a reading, this reminds us to pay attention to our own intuition, our dreams, what we are seeing, what we are hearing, the signs and synchronicities. And this has to do with slowing down, taking a much needed break. For some, this could be, taking a sabbatical, going on a retreat, taking a break. Um, or when it comes to our day-to-day life, this is also about taking time to reflect on things, going over our day. Our it could also be past experiences to understand something clearly. And this is also about seeing something differently, seeing someone differently, seeing ourselves differently, what is possible for us, and then the possibilities that are ahead of us, and then taking action whenever we are ready. So with this, this could mean the person is not ready yet. Yes, they have the clarity, they know what to do, they know what they want, you know but they are still waiting for something. But then when they are ready, again, it's not about forcing things, it's not about rushing through things. There is no rush, right? What So this is about um, taking that time to it could be planning, it could be preparation, preparing for something. It could be waiting for the right information, waiting for the right direction, things like that, before moving forward, before making that important decision. So in some cases, this could also be about um, um, again, coming across some delays and obstacles. So it could be that they want things to go in a certain way, so they might come across um, some kind of hurdles. And again, this is about coming from the place that it could be happening for a reason. So maybe it's helping them move in a different direction altogether, or this maybe it could be telling them that maybe um, this is not the right path, and it asks them to take a detour and consider different options, different way of doing things, rethink, think through things before making important decisions, things like that. Okay, let me see. There is something else that I need to want to talk about. Yes, when it comes to our day-to-day life, a hangman could mean, going over important documents, a contract, making sure that we understand things properly. Or this could also mean coming across some health-related issues, um, you know, which is again an opportunity, right? you know that helps the person whenever we come across you know uh, health related something. That's when we tend to slow down. Otherwise it's like one jumping from one thing to the next, right? um, so this is also an opportunity for us to slow down, take that rest, relax, there is no need to rush, um, right? Things like that. So, yes, patience, waiting, clarity, spiritual awakening, a new vision, new insights. All right. So, that's the energy of Hangman. If you have a question, if you want to learn more about this card, send me a message and I will be more than happy to sit down with you and talk about this card, or any card for that matter. Tarot readers, do share your perspectives. I will see you in my next, I will see you next week with another card. Till then, please take good care of yourself and enjoy your week. Bye bye.